Alright, so I'm at the end of day 13 of the smoking cessation. Last time I made a video was on the morning of the 6th day. I've gone a week since then, and I'm pretty much at week 2 basically of no smoking. And that was using the kind of cold turkey approach. Just saying I've quit, laying it all down, getting rid of it, not keeping anything for the in case of, and just considering myself to have quit. So the last time I talked, morning of day 6, I spoke about going through the reprogramming aspect of quitting, which means once you kind of have broke out of the physical addiction, the strong physical addiction, then you need to break out of some of the mental addiction, because as you go through your day, it's all kind of scenarios where you would normally smoke. You got to go through those scenarios without smoking in order to kind of break that habit, that mental habit of smoking in those situations. So and I was expecting that to continue. I was also starting to get some phlegm and stuff rising on the morning of the day 6, and I thought I might get sick for a little bit as my body cleansed itself. That really never happened. I've not really had a whole bunch of eruption of phlegm or anything like that. So I know my body's cleaning itself, but it's not in any drastic sense. As far as the reprogramming goes, though, yeah, I've definitely been continuing the reprogramming, and it's at a point now where I don't know if I have to make any more of these videos, really, because the urges to smoke are so minimal that even when I get a little temptation, you know, in my mind, I know right away, well, that's not really what I want, and if I was even to smoke, it's not going to satisfy me or anything like that. It's just gonna taste bad, and it's not gonna be what I want. It's dangerous to even go down that path, because yeah, if I smoke one, I'll end up back in that physical addiction. So so at this point, it's really easy to just avoid it. And most of the day, like today, most of the day I didn't even have any, zero urge. My first urge for a smoke was out here as I was exploring the coulee a little bit this evening. You know, and this is again part of the reprogramming thing. Like, I hadn't come around to explore this coulee without smoking yet. I had come down here to exercise, you know, to run the coulee and that kind of thing, but I hadn't gone walking around and, you know, just taking my time without smoking yet. So that's what I did tonight. That's another episode, another event, another occasion of reprogramming. So I think basically, you know, for the purposes of this videos that I've been making, was just to kind of share what I experienced quitting smoking with other people, in case other people wanted to quit smoking and they were looking for some testimonial about what it's like, another opinion on how to go about it. So I think I've done that. I don't think there's really much reason to continue making the videos unless something drastically changes. Then I might make another video, like if I, you know, suddenly have some kind of breakdown or something. But I really doubt that's going to happen. And at this point, it just feels like, you know, I'm not a smoker, and you know, that's about it. So it's I think anybody else, if you want to get through it, you got to be prepared for about 2 weeks, which is where I'm at now. I'm 2 weeks and I feel really, really safe. I don't have to worry about smoking again. And so I think that's about what it takes. You're looking at about 2 weeks. And I thought, originally I thought it was going to be like 3 or 4 days, maybe 5 days, and then you wouldn't bother me anymore. It took longer than that. That kind of surprised me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting 3-4 days of real hardship, and then it would just be like lifted. But it wasn't that way. I think up until about day 10 it continued to have, every day had its challenges. After day 10 it started getting way easier. First 4 days were the hardest, but there were some challenges after those first 4 days. Particularly I think days 9 and 10, somewhere in there like that, where I was really tempted to just have one. And so no, didn't have that. Now a few days later, and there's really no temptations hardly at all. So that's what I experienced. There's 3 videos. The first one I made in the first 48 hours, then the morning of the day 6, then this one, end of day 13, and I think that does it. I think that's, I've shared with you what it's like, and I hope that somebody that's been thinking about quitting or whatever can get something from these videos, some kind of inspiration or whatever, or at least some confidence in what they're gonna experience, and just get your head on right to take on the challenge and do it. Be ready for 2 weeks. And if you're waiting for a better time, I'll tell you this, another little hint. If you're waiting for a better time to quit smoking, like the right time when you're gonna have no stresses in your life and all that stuff, that's never gonna happen. There's always gonna be some stresses. So just wake up some morning and say, I'm not a smoker anymore, and get on with life.